It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tidy tummy. You make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over. A lot of static, and me, I would like it automatic. Oh, what did you think would happen next? Oh, what could it ever be? So it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie
Dynamic duo. Dynamic
동전아 립조차 쉽고 일 없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파.
Let's meet the starting lineup, the visiting New York Knicks. At point guard, Jose Calderon. At center, Robin Lopez. At the other guard position, Aaron Aflalo. At power forward, Kristaps Porzingis. At the other forward position, Carmelo Anthony. The head coach of the visiting team is Barrett. Starting at small forward.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. A contest between conferences or a Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. This their first look at this year's New York squad. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Calderon is out there with Aflalo. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. Now here's Anthony, and a follow wide open. He shoots, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And Lopez gets it to go. Now here's Curry. Screen by Bogut. And Curry, here we go. And that one's good.
How about Bogut doing a good job setting that screen?
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Calderon against Curry. Calderon passes to Porzingis. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Here's Porzingis. Calderon, that's good. Curry with it. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Bogut. That's tipped. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Anthony. A second chance effort. Porzingis can't hit.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Rush's shot is off.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait 1 more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, is a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Thompson dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Steph Curry. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Anthony on the wing. Back to Lopez, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. The drive by Green, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Brandon Rush.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by New York. From deep, Iguodala. It's hauled in by Porzingis. So for New York, their last game, a win against Milwaukee. And that one's good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Spates. Green inside. Here is Calderon. Anthony kicks to Calderon. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Calderon's got 5.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Thompson from long range. They get the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barnes, who's checked in for Iguodala. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Green, the screen. Speights, the pass to Livingston. And the Warriors miss again. Here's New York. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Thomas with the ball. Now Green defending. The pass to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 9 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks. Time again.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And New York with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. Thompson is double. To halt the run, that drops. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Grant dishes to Galloway. Thomas gets a wide open look. The Warriors pull it in.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Grant kicks to Williams. From deep, Thomas. Again, Thomas missing. From deep. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Knicks lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to care. Well, you don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala, the 3 with Barnes, the stretch 4. Curry is out there with Livingston, and it's Speights in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line, they could usually get the job done there.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Sean Livingston. Curry kicks to Bogut. Williams against Barnes. Back to Bogut. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
The jump hook, and that one goes long. The Knicks leading by 7. Galloway, the pass to Thomas. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged.
Here's Williams. Thomas up top. Pass to Galloway. Here's Grant. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 13 points for Steph Curry.
And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into the league, the question was, is he just a scorer or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnovers.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Put your hands together for your Warriors girls. Give it up for Martha Arena, your Warriors girls.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. Coming off a terrific season. First in free throw shooting. Third in three-point field goal percentage. And he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Screen by Bogut, a 3-ball. Rebound by Williams. The Knicks leading by 7. The shot by Thomas. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Curry. Bogut down low. O'Quinn defending. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Galloway kicks to Thomas. Great D that time from Iguodala.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Grant up top, guarded by Curry. Outside Williams. Warriors with the rebound. To the paint. Curry dishes to Clark. And it's good. And now it's just a 4-point Knicks lead.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Galloway, the pass to O'Quinn. There's the feed to Galloway. Misses the 3. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Inside, here's Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Grant kicks to Thomas. And the 3 ball is good. Thomas got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Curry dishes to Barnes. 1:09 left to play in the first half. He dialed that one up from long distance. 19 points for Steph Curry.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Williams kicks to Galloway. There's the dish to O'Quinn. Feeds it to Galloway, and it's sent back by Bogut.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Now here's Calderon. Defense right on him. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Green. Lopez a screen. In the corner, Afflalo with it. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Knicks lead by 4. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Kings in Sacramento. It's Thompson off the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's got 5.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Gets it off. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm.
It's a tie game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, the three-point shooting.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just...
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Javi Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon. Then it's Anthony. And it's Afflalo in at the shooting guard. Calderon passes to Porzingis. The drive by Lopez. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Anthony with the bucket.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Kings. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Bogut with a screen on Calderon. Passes it to Bogut. Shot is no good. And New York the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Pass to Green. A second chance effort, and the jumper is on the mark. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. They've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Hey guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jose Calderon. Timeout called the Warriors.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments. Well, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Andrew Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Brandon Rush. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Green kicks to Iguodala. Back to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Anthony nowhere around. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Anthony's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Kicks to Lopez. Anthony dishes to Lopez. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Curry. Green kicks to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Anthony. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will come the other way.
For Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Klay Thompson. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
We talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Spates. Green comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry. And then for New York, Thomas checked in for Lopez. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Porzingis passes to Galloway. Outside Anthony. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Anthony's got 8 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Livingston dishes to Iguodala. He feeds it to Ezeli. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Afflalo. No good from Clark.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And stolen by Afflalo. The drive by Anthony. Porzingis. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Clark kicks to Ezeli. He dishes it to Green. Knocks it loose and stolen by Afflalo. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
So both teams making some changes here. Warriors leading by 3.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
Rush the pass to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Wide open. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. New York calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? The Warriors on top, leading by 5. And we welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Warriors leading by 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Rush out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Golden State moving the ball around. A drive by Thompson. That one goes. Count. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Barnes with it. Williams picks him up. Thompson against Grant. Releases. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors? Warriors.
Brandon Rush.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Outside Anthony. He kicks it to Lopez. 11 feet away, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Dishes it to Rush. Now the pass to Bogut. Now the feed to Curry. Now here's space. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Anthony's shot is off.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Spates sets a screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Porzingis passes to Anthony. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Spates. Here's Porzingis. Pass to Lopez. To tie it up. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Afflalo. 17 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
To stop the run, and the layup by Curry. Curry's got 26 points.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Here's Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots the 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Outside Curry. Barnes sets a screen for Curry. Thompson from long range. Good. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Lopez sets a screen for Calderon. Not loose. It's stolen by Curry. By himself. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the 4th quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Calderon has the open look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Calderon against Curry. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Aaron Afflalo.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Green. Here's Anthony. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Bogut. Curry dishes to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State. Oh, and here comes Calderon all alone. Pass to Porzingis. A 3-ball. Nails the tray.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Right side Green, outside Curry. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Thompson outside. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Can they get it? Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
Green, the screen, to the paint. Good!
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble a game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 4. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
That's got to be the game plan here. I mean, free throws are really their only hope point with the clock stopped.
So a close game sees New York take this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris.
Carmelo, how...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move. Carmelo Anthony. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq? And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just